Again, guys, let's get this going on. There we go. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Scorpio, let's see who's coming in for you. Got new love on the horizon. Look at this, a soulmate coming in. See what kind of, maybe we can see what kind of soulmate it is as well. Best messages, please, for the beautiful Scorpio. Tell us about this new love. Okay, let's see here. This is a person that's actually done a lot of healing over here, my friends. I mean, a lot. They went from the distorted masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. They went from a mess, from a complete mess, to having to pretty much like reparent themselves. Into what they believe is their life purpose. So they've been through it. Or somebody is, really taking them through it. One way or another. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. All these readings. Trying my throat out. Yeah, they finally found their emotional freedom. But I still feel like they're over vulnerable within a situation. No matter how much healing they've actually done over here, Scorpio, I do feel like when they're using their vulnerabilities, they're pushing too much out still. They've gone through a lot, they've healed a lot, but I still think that they have some, I feel like the emotional freedom is more them kind of still gaining all the strengths that they need, because I still feel like they still may have a little insecurities still left. Still dealing with some insecurities. So they do feel like they do have a lot of boundaries. These boundaries are set from insecurities. When you have too many boundaries, that means I'm still not 100% healed and I'm not 100% secure within myself. I mean, that's a lot of boundaries. Well, you should all have boundaries, but this is a lot of boundaries. And then being that they're so overly vulnerable, why would they do such a thing? I mean, if you're going to have so many boundaries, but yet be so overly vulnerable, it almost feels like they just, even though they've gone through a lot of healing, I'm going to get some tarot cards on this one. It's kind of weird. They're doing some kind of weird things, but they manifested you into their life for the overall abundance. But they're not, their boundaries are on sexuality. So it's almost like I'm vulnerable, but then I set all these boundaries. So that way I can be vulnerable with you, like overly vulnerable with you, but then all of a sudden the gates close. So that means that they're not, even though they've gone through all of these regrouping, reparenting, and all those things, they're still holding on to some of those insecurities. It has to be. I mean, that's it. But it is a soulmate connection. It feels very karmic. So this person coming towards you, they're looking for their emotional freedom. They're on the sidelines of it. Well, that would say why it was sideways. It's a very giving, caring person. I mean, this person loves to give. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's just that they have not healed enough. They still need more healing. They haven't healed enough. They think that, I think they think they've healed enough because they've gotten through whatever it was that was holding them back. And so they feel a lot better. So like maybe they've gotten rid of depression, let's put it that way. And they've gotten rid of a lot of the emotional things that have happened within their life. But when it comes to their securities and how they feel really about themselves, they're still on the sidelines of that. So it's like, I'm this happy-go-lucky person. I'm going to open up this gate of emotions and vulnerability towards you, but don't go past this line because I built this wall of boundaries. Like, we can do this, but we can't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so, okay, this is kind of a cat and mouse game over here. They're trying to realign themselves. They've gone through the extremes. This person could have been coming out of some kind of addiction or alcoholism or some really bad relationship, something, I don't know, something very excessive. So they really haven't figured this out. They want love, Scorpio, and they're coming towards you. And they want to be as vulnerable as possible. And that's where the fun and the love and all of that comes from. Yes, because they're very giving and very loving. But then when it goes to, let me give you a kiss or something like that, you see what I'm saying? It's like now all of a sudden you've passed the boundary. So I can be flirt. That's it. I can be totally vulnerable, totally flirty with you. But if you go to touch me, I'm going to, don't do that, right? Don't do that. You're pushing boundaries. It's too early. Okay. So it's a tease. That's what it is. It's a tease. Do they know that they're really teasing when you have these kind of insecurities? Going to be hard to say. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different, but there's definitely, this is, the person who's coming towards you is a tease. That's how you're going to see them. Yeah, but they're coming at you. There's that vulnerability. They're coming at you, and they're at you very strong. But if you try to make any kind of move, then they're going to back right away. And that's where the boundary is. That's where. So it's kind of like, okay, we're going to talk all this, and we're going to laugh, and we're going to have a great time. You know, maybe it will even be a little touchy. But if we go to hold hands in public or something, it's like, you've crossed the boundaries with me. We're not 100% a couple yet or something. It's definitely a tease. Take that how it resonates. You have a tease coming towards you. This is definitely a karmic. Yeah, because they're completely disconnected. It's almost like they want to have all these values, but they're struggling within relationships so much that they think they know what they want, but they don't know how to give it. But yet they know how to. They give all this love, but they don't know how to receive it. Excuse me. So they give all this love, all of this attention, but they don't know how to receive it back. That's what I'm trying to say. My goodness, because here it is right here. They're misaligned in the values. They struggle within this relationship because they had shattered dreams. They're not sure how to be completely trustworthy. So they give it all and then play it safe. Wow, that's going to confuse the shit out of you guys. This person's going to confuse you. They're confusing me. Could be dealing with another water sign. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or a Libra. Also have Sagittarius. A lack of long-term commitment. They don't understand the vision. They have to understand if they're going to put the work in, that whatever they put into a situation, you're going to give it back to them. I mean, it's not a one-sided. It is a one-sided charity, though. In their head, it's a one-sided charity. Let me give you all the love, but then let me put out boundaries. But then when you give it back to me, I don't know how to receive it. So therefore, there's not going to be any long-term relationship here with you because this becomes more of a distraction. Because you're not going to know if this person's coming or going. With a Chariot upside down, it's like they push everything forward and really fast and then just pull it all away. Let's get these cards over here. So they say that they're healed. Yes, they're healed from certain things. Healed enough to get back out there, but now they're just going to confuse the world. Because anybody they get with, they're going to confuse them. Here, let me flirt with you, but don't touch me. Okay. Yeah, they have to learn to forgive. Not trust in the universe. You don't think of me. They have some insecurities. They think they're healed, but they're not done yet. They need more. They need more. Yeah, because they're saying, I'll never be treated like that again. That's fine and all. And they think that you're someone better than they've ever had before. But it's going to allow for time and space. But this just becomes a distraction. Absolutely. What a distraction. It's kind of like going to the candy store. It smells so sweet, but you can't, but don't touch, you can't eat. What's this, Willy Wonka? I mean, even he let us, you know, lick the walls and drink from the chocolate river or whatever. I don't know, guys. This is really weird. If you guys have already encountered this person, just know that it's not going to change much. I don't see any change anytime soon. Because they fear the change. So if you guys are, you know, they're not going to really change. I don't really see any change in them. But they're going to come at you as fast as they can. They want to try to win you. But I don't see anything. Yeah, they're trying to give you all the love. They feel connected to you. You guys are going to feel connected to each other. But they won't 100% transform. They feel like they've healed enough to where they need to be, but it's a head over heart situation. But in this head over heart situation, it's really weird because they want to give all of their love, give everything they have, but then as soon as you give it to them, they want to pull away from the situation. So it's almost like, I trust what I trust, but I don't really 100% trust just yet. It does look like in the end, though, they may be moving on, or it looks like you're going to move on from this situation. It doesn't look like this new love coming in is going to last very long because it's going to be too much resistance, my friends. It looks like there's too much resistance to this situation. Show me what's going to happen as soon as Scorpio moves on. There's too many personal setbacks. This person is all over the place. Yeah, it's just a struggle. It does look like they're going to get you in some kind of deadlock, though, and as you're avoiding them, though, they do keep trying to work hard to come back around to you. They're going to keep telling you, Scorpio, but you're my soulmate. I know you are. And it's like, well, then you need to open up a little bit more. But they just don't see. They just don't see exactly what it is that they need to do because they don't realize that they're still the wounded warrior. And there's those boundaries again and that resilience. It's like they have all this resilience, but they also have all this resistance. So they're they want to come down. They're going to come back to you to try to prove to you that they can be who you want them to be. They say, you want me to be the Nine of Pentacles, I'll be the Nine of Pentacles. No, because then they come back. Now, so whoever this person is that's coming towards you, it's almost like they have to learn a lesson. They're going to learn some kind of lesson from you about how to really open up and really receive love. Hopefully in the end, they're going to learn something from this situation. We're always learning from each other. I think with all the love that you're going to give them, hopefully they're going to learn that they don't have to be so overly giving, but they have to learn to receive. Yeah, because it does look like in the end, they're going to learn some kind of breakthrough down the road. It could be about, 3 or 4 weeks later, because they're going to realize. It does look like they're reevaluating what happened. I think they're going to come to this conclusion that they understand this and they want to come back and try to rethink this approach with you. So it's almost like they do have this self-awareness of what they did. Maybe you're going to tell them, hey, you know, this is a 50-50. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of distancing themselves as you kind of distance yourself, but it does look like they kind of come back to let you know that they're more balanced and they want to try again. Even though it doesn't look like this relationship's going to last more than a few weeks. Yeah, they're trying to find the strength and security over here within themselves, but they want to come back as now they want to come back as the Knight of Cups. And they want to try this commitment with you. They're like, come on, Scorpio, I got this now. I know how to receive love now. It's going to be up to you guys. But yeah, it looks like 3 or 4 weeks down the road, they're going to open up and realize what's going on. And whether or not you guys take them back, that's, you know, that's free will. Everybody's story is going to be different, but that's going to be an interesting, this is a very interesting reading. Yeah, it looks like you're going to give what you can, but it just doesn't look like in the end it can be enough to really change them at this time. Very interesting, my friends. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this situation. Yeah, they come in with this childlike play, and they're very playful. And it's kind of crazy because I see play, 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 play. Play, 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 play. There's that over vulnerability. But then when it comes down to really receiving your love and your attention the way that it's supposed to be, they back away. Yep, then there's no passion. It's almost like, hey guys, do they want a relationship or a best friend? I don't know. Very interesting person coming towards you guys. Okay, guys, that's all that I have for you for now. If you guys haven't watched the water sign reading, I think there's a better person coming in. If this one didn't resonate with you, there's another person coming in for you. It's very interesting. For those of you who it did resonate with, yeah, that's what I got for today. So until next time, if you like this, hit that big O like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that big O subscribe button so you never miss a live reading. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.